though. Should have been pretty good. Okay, so I'll just start from the beginning when we spawn in first. So basically, you spawn in and this person named Bishop Roma, right? Is it Roma or Roman? Roma, right? Yeah. Okay, he basically says, he gives you a couple quests to do, and you do them, and they're super not hard, just like a tutorial. And then he directs you to High Step, and then in High Step you meet this. Oh wait, no, you don't meet Bishop Roma. You meet Guardian Bart. Sorry. You meet Guardian Bart, not Bishop Roma. And when you go into High Step, you meet Bishop Roma, and he basically says like, "Hey, you're like good, like you're a good fighter and stuff. You should join the Order." So you join the Order because why not? And when you join the Order,
There you are.
basically he has like some quests for you to do. And one of the quests is you have to go down into the dungeon and you have to find someone that they're going to kill. And it's this person. He doesn't have a name. His name is just Marcus's brother. And he basically explains to you, like, hey, the Order is
You
bad.
said story time in the tavern.
Hmm?
I was curious.
Oh, yeah, it's about the lore. So, that's what we're doing now. So, basically, you go and he explains to you, like, hey, the Order is bad. You know how they, like, outlawed magic? And you're like, yeah. And he's like, well, they use magic. They just don't want magic, so then you'll never, like, so then you can't overpower them and overthrow the, like, government and stuff. So, then you're like, okay. And he's like, will you join the Knights of Patriel? Those are the good guys. And you're like, sure. But you have to find the Knights of Patriel. And, basically, you meet Marcos, and he basically says, like, Bishop Roman is bad and stuff. More like that. But Bishop Roma then invites you to his house, and you go to his house and like for dinner, and when you go there he like he says he explains that he has this puzzle and it's like a cube or something, and explains to you once they unlock this puzzle they'll be able to go to the like necropolars, and the necropolars are this like frozen tundra, and it's all frozen and you never want to go there. Basically, you then you're about to try to steal the box, but then he catches you. So then he kicks you out and he's about to kill you and like get all the guards and stuff. But then one of the generals in their army jumps in and basically does something. I forget exactly. She turns good and saves you. I think she dies though. I think she tries to kill Bishop Roma and dies. Then you leave. Then you have to, because they got the box. You don't have the box. But you need like some magical thing to get to the necropolars. And
Background music's annoying.
someone basically, I don't know who gives you the quest because I never played in Preborn. I just heard from other stories of people. That you get a narwhal horn. I think Helga gives it to you, right? You get a narwhal horn and you have to go enchant it, and the only person who has enough power to enchant it is this person named Sephatep. And you have to meet Sephatep, I think in like hell or something, and he'll enchant it for you, and now you're allowed to go into the necropolars. And now that you're, and then so you go to the necropolars, and you go to where Bishop Roma is, and he basically, when you walk in, he's like chanting some weird thing. So obviously it's not good. And he turns around and he's like, "Oh, hello." And then he has like this big like evil speech, and basically explains that. Oh, I don't know the speech. Or actually, I can say it, but I have to pull it up. Um, hold on. I got you.
So how does this work?
He says, because he says it in a cutscene, and I have all the cutscenes saved. Where is it? Hold on. I wasn't expecting to play them. It's not. It's a. Shoot. Where are they? Okay, I'll say it. Oh, wait, I found him. Okay, 1 second. There it is. I have to download it now. Here, we'll just continue, and I'll say it at the end while it's downloading. So basically, you are, he basically explains his plan, and he basically says, oh shoot, I have to watch the cutscene to know what he says. Hold on, it just finished. Hold on. Okay, so Bishop Roma and all his knights are basically going, and the Knights of Patriel basically explain, we'll hold back all of his, like, troops and stuff. You go fight the bishop. He's, like, bad and stuff. So, you go, and, hold on, why isn't a sound? Is that subtitles? Sorry about this. Yeah, I'll just tell you what he says. Basically, he says, hey, these guys used to be gods, or they got a bunch of power, so now they're basically gods. They're invincible, and the humans and the necropolars, had like a huge fight, and the humans knew they couldn't win, so what they did was they had to just like freeze the whole land, because if you can't kill it, but you can just like freeze it in time. So that's what they did. They kind of took it all, like they just casted a spell that froze everything. But Bishop Roma was like no, and was trying to unfreeze it. So then they could like come back and stuff, and he like could use it in his army and stuff, I'm pretty sure. And basically, you then, because you can't have him unfreeze it, you have to kill him real quick. But what I've heard is the fight with Bishop Roma is extremely easy. But then when you like knock him down and stuff, he's like super, like,
Rufus is such a cool pet.
He's like down on the ground like this, and you say to him, or he basically explains, hey, you're too late. I already did the spell, so it doesn't matter if you kill me, they're gonna get unfrozen. And then one of them behind him starts to unfreeze, and then he's like, yes, come on, like, you're alive again. And then it looks at him, grabs him, and then eats him. And then you're about to get eaten too, but then Sephatep, the guy who gave you the magical narwhal horn, he opens up a portal. The old portals, not the ones we have now. The old portals were not something you'd eat and then teleport. You just walk through like a normal portal. He opens up a portal and then drags you through, and that way you're safe. And then I'm pretty sure then after that you're kind of just like disappear. What happens in those 20 years is basically once so because the Knights of Patrio win, like the war and stuff, and now because they won, they like get the castle that Bishop Roma used to be at, and they're gonna have a ball to celebrate because they just like won and stuff. So now that they won, and then also before this, sorry I forgot about this part. When before the ball to celebrate, Helga Sorrow, she basically was Marcos's first advisor, but he was claiming that, or she started claiming that Sepetep was like making Marcos do things like under mind control. And the I think they're called High Step Emporium. When they learned of this, they basically did said all these things that basically made everyone hate her. And like was like, oh, she's a liar and all this other stuff. So he like kind of got cast out, and the new advisor was Sepetep, and then Marcus's because Helga wasn't the only person who thought that Marcos is the king, by the way. She's not the only person that thought Marcos was under mind control by Sepetep. This witch called Tinny and Marcos's brother also thought that. And basically what they did was they got so Tinny gave Marcus's brother a bow and arrow thing, like a crossbow, hid it under his sleeve, and enchanted it. So then, if he just he could shoot it and then kill not Marcos, Sepetep. And then there was a ball that was happening to celebrate the fact that what's his name? That the Knights won order. So then when they got to the ball, he was walking up and Sepetep noticed him, and then he smiled at him because it's a party. And then Sepetep almost saw it coming. He shot him, and then Sepetep casted a spell, and then this barrier appeared around him, and it just made the arrow coming towards him and just boom. And then he realized that he just failed the only assassination attempt. So then all the guards came, obviously, and then Marcos was like, "Brother, why did you do this?" And he's like, "Oh, he's obviously you're under mind control." And Sepetep's like, "Oh, that's silly. Marcos, are you under mind control?" And obviously Marcos says no. So then he gets taken away. Then it cuts to right before the castle is going to appeared and summoned by Sepetep. Basically, Marcus's brother has to go to the necropolars, and then there he meets people, and and then this kid finds him. He's thinks he's gonna die, but a kid finds him, and the kid basically is what are you doing? And then he's like, I have to get back to the high step. And he's like, can you help me do this first? And then if you do that, then I'll help you get back to high step. And he's like, yeah. So he helps him do something I think is not that important. So he gets back to high step. But once he gets back to high step, it's right after the castle got summoned from the sky. And he gets there. And then in Guild City, now it's all destroyed and stuff, and everyone already fled to Heist Up. Basically, there's a person in like the town square of Guild City, and then he's like laughing. So he walks up and he transforms into Sephetep, and then he basically is like, "Why did you do that?" Sorry about that. So where was I? Like, oh yeah. So then he transforms into Sephetep, and then he like teleports into his castle. Then the next time, I'm pretty sure that follows the lore, is it's when you wake up on the graveyard over there, and then obviously all this stuff happens, and to avoid spoilers, I can't say anything what happens next. But that's the whole Preborn story. That's everything you need to know, and a bit of what happened in between you were gone for those 20 years. If you read the books, it'd tell you, but not everyone likes to read the books, so that's kind of just an explanation. So now it's question time. Anyone have any questions? Do you have any questions?
No, I honestly wasn't listening to what you were talking about. I was over there.